Clairvoyance means clear seeing. When we receive intuitive messages as pictures or images, we receive the images through our clairvoyance, and the image appears in your mind's eye, also called the third eye chakra. I'd like to take a moment to explain the difference between visualization and clairvoyance, as they're very similar, but with one key difference. When you visualize something, you're creating an image in your mind. For example, if you were to close your eyes now and conjure up an image of a beach, your mind will create a picture of a beach and will display this for you in your mind's eye. The picture won't usually be as pronounced or sharp or clear or colourful as if you were seeing it with your physical eyes open in the physical world. When it comes to visualization, it's a bit like going onto your computer and searching for a file, but you use your brain to produce the image for you. It might come from your brain's collection of stored images, so your brain might show you an image of a beach that you've been to, or it might be a beach you've seen in a poster or on TV. Your brain is very clever, so it might show you an image of your dream beach that doesn't even exist anywhere other than in your mind. Visualization is really simple to do. You simply close your eyes and tell your brain what you want to see. Clairvoyance looks the same as visualization, as you will simply see images in your mind's eye, but it's where it comes from that's different. The key difference is that clairvoyant images are received rather than constructed by your brain. Clairvoyance is when your higher self or your spirit guides send you a visual message to your mind's eye. You will need to have your mind go blank and ask your spirit guides to send you an image, and then you simply wait for them to do so. Whereas when you're visualizing something, you're using your brain to create that image yourself. Although it sounds simple, clairvoyance is actually a little harder than you might think, simply because our brains are innately helpful and they want to do their job. So if you ask your spirit guides to show you an image of a red robin and you close your eyes, your brain will try to interject and show you that image of a robin, and then you can't be sure if the image is being sent to you and received by your spirit guides or if your brain has created it. There is a subtle difference in images you receive from your higher self or your spirit guides and those that you construct in your own mind, and it can take a bit of practice to be able to discern the difference. So I'm going to guide you through an exercise to test and strengthen your clairvoyant abilities and to help you to know the difference between visualization and clairvoyance. Some people can get really clear images with their eyes closed and some struggle. Please don't worry if that's you. Clairvoyance is a skill. It's not something you either have or you don't have. Everybody can be clairvoyant, you just need to learn it. Clairvoyant images are projected into your mind's eye, which is the third eye chakra. The third eye chakra needs to be used and strengthened in order to work. So think of it like a muscle. If you don't use a certain muscle in your body, it wastes away and it's not going to be much use. But use it regularly, it gets stronger, bigger, and is easier to use. Images from your intuition, which are being sent to you by your higher self or your spirit guides, will feel quite subtle. They won't suddenly flash in front of you as if they've been thrown at you. They subtly appear and then they fade out of sight. When your brain jumps in and tries to send you something, it usually comes in a bit faster and it feels like it's coming from inside your own head. When an image comes into your mind from your higher self or your spirit guides, it's almost like it's coming in from outside of you. It's a bit tricky to put into words, and the best way for you to recognize the difference is for you to experience it for yourself. So I'm going to walk you through the exercise now so that you can feel the difference between a visualized, constructed image that comes from your brain and an image you receive from the spirit world. So get yourself comfortable and let's test your current clairvoyant abilities. I'd like you to get a pen and some paper for this exercise. You'll do the exercise first, and then afterwards, when I bring you back, then you'll write down what you experienced. I'll prompt you when it's time to write things down. So firstly, remove any distractions. Pause this video if you need to. Get yourself comfortable and find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, and just pop your pen and piece of paper in front of you. Close your eyes and slow down your breathing. As you relax, just feel your shoulders dropping. And just empty your mind as you relax deeper. Notice the blackness that's behind your closed eyes. Notice how the blackness feels inviting and comforting. Now I want you to visualize the room or the space that you're in, still with your eyes closed. Can you see it? It might appear vague and not in full colour, but more like a dream image. Okay, now allow that image to disappear out of your mind completely and return to the blackness from behind your eyes, keeping your eyes closed. I'm going to ask your brain to step to one side for this part of the exercise. Just keep your focus on the blackness behind your eyes. And I'd like to ask your spirit guides to show you an image of something random that you will recognise. So keeping your eyes closed, just allow any images to appear. What do you see? What colour is it? Notice the texture of the object or any patterns. You're simply noticing at this point, so just allow the image in and just become aware of it. Don't allow your brain to start analysing it. All we're doing at this point is just noticing. Okay, I'm asking your spirit guides now to please remove this image and for you to return to the blackness, keeping your eyes closed. Stay relaxed and just enjoy the blackness and the stillness. I'm now going to ask your spirit guides once again to show you an image of something random that you will recognise. With your eyes still closed, allow an image to appear. What do you see now? What colour is it? Are there any patterns on it or a texture? Simply notice the image and just allow it to be there. Okay, I'd like to ask your spirit guides to remove this image and allow you once again to return to the blackness from behind your eyes. Now bring your awareness back into your body. Focus on the breath. Take a deep breath in. And now open your eyes, returning to your space. Now with your pen and paper, write down how easy this exercise was when you were imagining your room or your space. You can keep pausing this video whilst I prompt you and you write things down if that's helpful. So did you see anything when you were constructing the image? Did you see a little or a lot? Was the image quite vague or was it quite pronounced? Finally, score yourself from 1 to 10, with 1 meaning you saw nothing and you found the exercise very difficult, and 10 meaning you saw a lot and you found the exercise quite easy. Now I want you to write down how you felt when your spirit guides showed you the images. Did you see anything? What did they show you? Write down the 2 images you received if you received 2. What were they? Were they quite vague? Were they quite pronounced? And once you finish that, again, I'd like you to score yourself from 1 to 10 with how easy you found that exercise, with 10 being that it was very easy and 1 being that it was very difficult. So this exercise is showing you how strong your clairvoyance currently is. If you saw a lot during this exercise, then clairvoyance is one of your most developed clairs, and this is a great way for your higher self and your spirit guides to send you intuitive messages. If you saw nothing at all throughout this exercise, whether you were constructing images or receiving them, then please don't worry. Just repeat the exercise and you will start to notice things come in. For some people this doesn't take long, and for others it takes a bit longer. If you notice that you are able to construct the image with your brain and recreate your room or your space, but you struggle to receive the images from your spirit guides, then that means you have the ability to be clairvoyant already, but you just need to strengthen it. If you can create images and you can see things with your eyes closed, then you have every possibility of developing clairvoyance relatively quickly. If you didn't receive anything at all, then don't worry. Clairvoyance isn't the only way our guides can send us messages. We have other clairs we can use, and you might find one of the others is a lot stronger for you. So if you're not keen on strengthening your clairvoyance just yet, then don't worry, we can work on one of the other clairs, and you can always return to this exercise in the future. So let's move on to the next lecture and look at clairaudience.